When we first showed up, I really thought it was just going to be another routine call, figure out what we had, maybe make an arrest, maybe not, just talk to some people. I didn't know what was going to happen. When the door got opened after knocking on it, we walked up to it. Music was in front of me, and Sergeant Kelch was on the left side of the door. Music was in front of me on the right side of the door. So I was kind of in the back. I really couldn't see in the room. I didn't know how many people were in there, didn't know anything like that. And it seemed like almost instantly I heard the first round go off. And it sounded loud. And then 3 or 4 more were fired, and I knew that something bad was happening. And I quickly realized time seemed like it was slowing down. And I knew I needed to get out of there. I needed to get out of the way. I went to draw my gun, and I realized quickly that I couldn't. I'm left-handed, and I was hitting the left forearm. I looked down, I could see a red little circle on my arm. And I thought, I have just been shot. This is not good. I quickly ran to the car and took cover and was able to get my gun out and communicate with my partners and yell, hey, I've been shot, I've been hit. Let's get out of here, let's move, let's take cover.
An officer down on the radio, I'm like, how do they know I've been shot? You know, your mind's not processing everything at once, and I'm not even thinking that, you know, Grant's been shot, or, you know, music may have been shot. Your mind's going 100 different ways, but, you know, you're trained so much on, you know, drawing your gun, getting to cover, tactics you use, and you find yourself doing that without even really realizing that you're doing it. And training starts kicking in. You know, you're getting out of the way, getting to cover. Hey, we got to tactically move this way. You know, do we need to advance on the subject? Just everything, you know, it's almost like second nature at that point.
The radio traffic starts going crazy, and it quickly becomes very chaotic. It wasn't long after that I started to feel the pain, and it hurt a lot.
As I was coming out the room, I felt something on like my right shoulder, and I thought something had hit me there, and I reached up and I looked at my hand. I remember having my gun out, and I don't see blood, so it must not be that bad. And I honestly didn't find out till the next day that I was hitting the vest. One of the detectives found a hole in my shirt and was looking at my vest, and that's when they found the round that had actually come in over by my badge and traveled across my vest. I didn't bruise, I didn't, you know, all the the signs you generally see with someone hitting the vest. You know, they'll generally bruise really pretty good area, and you know, I'm fortunate the way it entered sideways and kind of went through there. It didn't cause more damage than it did.
One of my partners that I work around came by, and I said, hey, I need your tourniquet. And he'd been faithful in carrying his tourniquet for years and been preaching about it to a lot of people. And I said, I need it now. And he put it on me, and he said, this is going to hurt. I said, it already hurts. And he goes, no, this is going to hurt worse. And it did. It hurt a lot worse when he cranked it down. But I was bleeding a lot, and it stopped a lot of the bleeding quickly.
Anytime, any day. I mean, that was my first call of the night. I just left the station, you know, went and got gas, and that's the first call I received from dispatch. And you know, it goes to show you it can be any hour of the day, any day of the week, any time of the year. It doesn't really, it's just, there's nothing routine about this job. You need to always be on your toes, always, you know, trying to think one step ahead on everything, and, you know, really trust in your gut and trust in your training.
Yeah, I don't think any officer goes to work thinking, I'm going to get shot today, or I'm going to get hurt really bad today to get a Purple Heart. That's what I really want. We don't want that. I don't want that. I didn't want it. And it's weird that you're being honored for being injured, but at the same time, yes, it happened, and people should be honored for that because it's a sacrifice that they've given. Like Sergeant Kelshed said, there's other officers that were at the scene and that are more deserving, I think, of other awards, and I hope they get those awards because one of them, I think, stopped me from bleeding a whole lot more.
First time I've been wounded.
Yeah, never been wounded before.
That's good.
Don't plan on it again.
Please, let's not have another one.
Yeah, no, exactly.